Alright, I need to eliminate Jindosh and find Anton Sokolov.
Neutral territory.
Welcome to my home, stranger. The door is always open to those with the will to pass the threshold. If you're here by appointment, then proceed and bide your time. Otherwise, I'd be remiss if I didn't inform you about the defensive mechanisms employed here, which are quite formidable. Many have entered without invitation, for reasons as myriad as the fish in the ocean. But of those who've dared to explore further, very few have found their way back out.
Huh. Okay.
There are such strange and wonderful things living down in the deep.
More strange and terrifying in my opinion, but, you know, different perspective. Already read that one. Configuration lever.
Who would build something like this? And why?
Oh?
Someone's activated one of the mechanisms in my house.
Jindosh.
Welcome, visitor. My home is always open. It's one of my great curiosities, seeing how the common mind navigates these shifting rooms. I'm Kieran Jindosh, but you must know that. I invite you to meet me face to face. Come over to the glass door, here in the upper hall.
Ooh, so there are rooms that change their configuration depending on...
Surrounded by the individual components of my greatest creation, the
Ow.
Clockwork soldier.
Oh, that's a wall of light.
I understand.
Oh, there's no easy
There
way
you
to...
are, magnificent. Now that I see you, I've worked out who you are. Not a hired cutthroat. Your clothes are too fine. An aristocratic thrill seeker? That's closer. You've trained with weapons formerly, but you're not a salon fencer. There's a bit of back alley in your movements. All that, and you have your father's eyes, your imperial majesty. Welcome, Lady Emily Caldwin.
Impressive, Jindosh. Then you must also know why I'm here.
I'd assume my involvement with the Duke brought you to my door. Or maybe you're after washed-up Anton Sokolov, comfortably residing in the assessment chamber. Either way, come find me and take whatever it is you seek. But if you fall, I'll have your body carried to my lab for dissection and study. Until either comes to pass, your secret is safe with me.
I'll see you soon, Jindosh.
Until then.
Oh.
Clockwork soldier.
Guard from the other side.
Before you assassinate the that will endure beyond the lifetime. The Jindosh Clockwork soldier. Okay, marvel at the Clockwork soldier's heart into metallic skeleton and razor-sharp blades. The miniaturized whale oil tanks are spread across the frame and hidden behind
is experiencing uncertainty.
visual awareness in the front and back. Auditory detection in case the head unit sustains catastrophic damage.
Playback
My
for detection
greatest
registered.
Alright, where's the assessment chamber? Dude, this place is crazy. Oh, and there's normal guards here too. Okay.
wake up on its own if a fight breaks out. They're blind, but they can still hear.
Creepy to know they might be listening to us. Can they understand what we're saying?
No. No more than an audiograph machine can. What? The window. Maybe the wind or something. Nothing then.
No.
Step aside!
Unauthorized presence. The machine has entered.
No. Alright. How far back is it gonna set me?
Sneaky Emily Caldwin, tricking the sensory inputs on my poor Clockwork soldiers.
Somehow I got out of that alive.
Clockwork?
It'll wake up on its own if a fight breaks out. They're blind, but they can still hear.
Creepy to know they might be listening to us. Can they understand what we're saying?
No. No more than an audiograph machine can.
12 personnel. After last week's disaster, the Grand Inventor, Kieran Jindosh, circulated the following information related to his Clockwork soldiers. All Grand Guard personnel should read this report. The Clockwork soldier is protected by armored wooden plates. If some miscreant destroys these, then there's nothing protecting the vulnerable mechanisms underneath. If something knocks off the Clockwork's head, the thing will attack anyone it can, ally or not. That means you. Given the expensive optics Mr. Jindosh has provided each Clockwork with, they can see in the front and in the back. Remember that if another one of them goes haywire. If some fool is able to get close enough, there's a small panel on each Clockwork that can be rewired, which will invert their perception of friend and foe. Again, that means you get attacked. Keep these things in mind, and the Clockworks will be an asset and not a liability. 3rd Lieutenant Fiora Diaz, Lower City Technical Office, Grand Circonan Guard. To my privileged staff. Today, Mr. Hadros and Mrs. Vivian will be visiting to purchase a pair of Clockwork soldiers. My instructions are as follows. The arc pylon should be stowed beneath the floor. Let's not vaporize our guests. Bring it back up only in the event of a disturbance. Lay out refreshments and prepare dinner for after the contracts have been signed. If they grow restless and demand to see me, tell them that I will be with them shortly and escort them to the waiting room. Do not activate the mechanism that lowers the waiting room into the assessment chamber. I will do that once I arrive. Kieran Jindosh.
What? The window.
Why are they like, what? The window?
Maybe the wind or something. Come back here! You won't get away!
There we go. They activate by sound. So
Stand clear! I'm bringing up the arc pylon!
oh no. Come on. Quick. Oh, come on.
Emily Caldwin, failed Sneaky Emily Caldwin, tricking the sensory inputs on my poor Clockwork soldiers.
Boop.
Somehow I got out of that alive.
It'll wake up on its own if a fight breaks out. They're blind.
Creepy to know they might be listening to us. Can they understand what we're saying?
No. No more than an audiograph machine can.
Someone
This
there?
playback indicates that the
Better have a
machine
look.
is waking up. Combat protocol.
Oh, what? Oh, come on.
Sounds like someone's in the building. Should we wake the Clockwork?
It'll wake up on its own if a fight breaks out. But they can still hear.
Creepy to know they might be listening to us. Can they understand what we're saying?
No. No more than an audiograph machine can. What? The window.
The window.
Maybe the wind or something. Let's have a look.
Someone there?
Phase. Playback for combat
Come back
protocol.
here!
Suspicious.
That's right.
What?
Enemy evasion.
Here. Let's have a look
Successful. Unauthorized presence. Quarry lost. Rotation. Okay, enemy encountered.
What the?
Combat protocol 6.
Okay. You know what? God, these guys are getting annoying.
Sneaky Emily Caldwell.
Because I had
The sensory inputs on my poor Clockwork soldiers.
the
Somehow
good
I got
idea.
out of that alive.
Should we wake the Clockwork?
It'll wake up on its own if a fight breaks out. They're blind, but they can still hear.
Creepy to know they might be listening to us. Can they understand what we're saying?
No. No more than an audiograph machine can. Huh?
Hungry
What?
people just
The
work
window.
hard. It's in dispute.
Maybe the wind or something. Whatever.
That's right. All right, put you there.
Stand clear! I'm bringing up the arc pylon!
Cursed arc pylon. Scandalous. Kind of afraid if I open that. Ooh, coins. Need the waiting room key. Alright. Let's actually save really fast. Trying to think, how the heck am I supposed to get past the arc pylon? I've already seen it vaporize me before. this way.
This playback indicates that the machine is waking up.
Ah. Okay. Waking up. Trying to think of how I'm supposed to get past this.
I sense your movements. I know where you are. I love to sit there, smoking and sketching out new ideas.
Dog fighting club, like the ones in my father's time.
Alright. I was gonna say it'll wake up if I.
I'll just have a look.
Playback for detection registered.
Give me a sec.
Yep, I figured. Is there a way while it's disabled I can take it out on its own? I at least have the rewired. If I open the display case... Okay, literally didn't do anything. Nothing noteworthy anyway. Come on.
When I think about it, your presence implies a great deal. It's very impressive that you...
No! No. Alright, you know what? We have a plan of attack. I just need to make it to the elevator.
implies a great deal. It's very impressive that you...
Oh great, now I'm stuck in this. Okay,
Sit down here to Karnataka all without...
shoot, I missed. Alright, now we'll actually go back to this checkpoint. So that way we're not stuck in that state of being seen.
You've encountered my arc pylon. The
What?
electrical discharge from my clockworks makes these obsolete
Okay, I got him.
nostalgia for Sokolow's 80s designs.
What?
When I think about it, your presence implies a great deal.
Come on,
It's
come on,
very
come on, come on,
impressive
come on.
that you survived Delilah and made it down here to Karnataka
plasma chamber.
I'm surprised you're so passionate about regaining your throne. By all accounts, you were quite rubbish as an empress.
Come on. Now's not the time for a nap.
What's going on? The elevator! This won't take long.
You consider the Grand Guard personnel protecting me to be quarried, but you've yet to best one of my Clockwork soldiers. I anticipate your intent.
Okay, let's try that again. Because I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do. I think I will domino at least those two.
Now, all without the aid of your infamous father. I'm surprised you're so passionate about regaining your throne. By all accounts, you were quite rubbish as an empress.
I heard some.
Oh well.
Alright. That's one dominoed. Where's the other?
Is there? Whatever.
Just drag you over here.
A body? What's going on here?
What?
My autopsy, I was curious to observe the degeneracy
Oh, wait, what?
in mind.
Was that my mind? Is that a person? That doesn't look like one. What? What the f... To be honest, I'm not 100% sure what happened. Is... Talk.
You want to watch out for the Grand Guard covering your face like that. Jindosh hardly even touches food. Forgets to eat for days at a time. What good am I if the man won't take a proper meal?
We're moving at last, but where is Jindosh?
You might think you're going to elude my works, but you'll only end up teaching me, adding to my studies.
There he goes again. Who are you
Whatever
and what
you've
have
done,
you done?
stop it.
Okay. Dear Mr. Hadros, it would be my pleasure to play host to you and to give you a personal demonstration of my Clockwork soldiers as you take possession of yours. As you must know, the cost is exceptionally high, but once you see one of my creations in action, you will be unable to resist the purchase. Please arrive at the appointed date between the hours of 2 and 3 in the afternoon. It is important that you arrive at the time I have specified, as I might otherwise mistake you for an intruder. Sincerely yours, Kieran Jindosh.
Careful. This was devised to test the limits of the Clockwork soldiers. Quite dangerous. If you're really looking for Sokolov, that old nag is around here somewhere.
Yeah. I'll let y'all just read that.
Focus.
Well, let's see that dude.
Who's there?
What
No mercy!
the? Okay, that was weird. Well, now I know a little bit more.
The aid of your infamous father. I'm surprised you're so passionate about regaining. By all accounts, you were quite rubbish as an empress.
What's that?
I think I spotted someone
Let's
suspicious.
see. What was? I thought I saw someone right here. Let's check the place just in case.
Did I imagine that?
No, I'm sure.
Wonder who that was.
That's it. Wait, what? Really?
You consider the Grand Guard personnel protecting me to be quarry, but you've yet to best one of my Clockwork soldiers. I anticipate your intent.
You're okay.
Extra diagnostic playback loop. 1,000 rotations. Be careful. This was devised to test the limits of the Clockwork soldiers. Quite dangerous. If you're really looking for Sokolov, that old nag is around here somewhere.
Got another stun mine.
If this plays, the machine is recharging the magnetic coil.
I really don't want to. So the high and mighty Anton Sokolov won't deign to aid me in my efforts to make a new version of the Clockwork Soldier. Fine, I have another solution. My electroshock machine, long a side project of little practical use, will be just the thing. If I can find the right calibration, I should be able to damage those parts of Sokolov's mind related to intelligence and free will, leaving intact his vast knowledge and hopefully an even more important quality the old man possesses. Though it pains me to admit his legendary creativity.
What cruelty is this? With this machine, maybe you won't have to die after all, Jindosh.
Oh, that's nice.
Assessment chamber reconfiguration reported. Assessment chamber reconfiguring. Standing by.
That's not fair.
Aristocratic profile, but hostile.
That didn't seem very fair at all. How's one parked right outside of there? You know what? Instead of going this way, That's right. Don't notice me. Don't notice me. Don't notice me. Don't notice me, senpai. What did I pick up a glass from them?
Diagnostic playback loop.
Perhaps there's a way I can make it through this without activating the soldiers? Oops. Hopefully I didn't accidentally just kill them.
You're quite close now. I can't remember any other visitor getting so far. You feel pride, anticipation.
Ah, bone charm. No! Give it back. Spiritual sacrifice. Killing bloodflies or rats restores mana. You know what? Yeah. Seems pretty good to me. Alright, how do I get past this wall of light?
The original Sokolov version is elegant but effective. This one has been perfected by yours truly.
Okay, I'm sure this won't work, so just in case, I will save here. I'll save right here instead. Doubt this will work, but only one way to find out. Yeah, didn't think so.
At least you got to see a bit of the Empire.
Okay, I figured that wouldn't work, but I thought I'd try it. Alright, is there another way around this? Can I break this? Because I see that I could possess a rat and get into there, but Emily doesn't have the possession ability. Or at least I don't think. So it looks like I might have to go through this after all. Or rather...
We're moving at last, but where is Jindosh?
Alright. Well...
You were so close just a while ago, but now I wonder
And what have
where
you
you're going.
done?
At this rate,
Do
you
you
may
know
We're
how
waiting
long
for
we waited
Kirin
for this appointment?
Jindosh. Leave us be.
Okay. I mean... They don't seem hostile?
adapting to layout. Assessment chamber reconfiguring. Standing by. Reconfiguration reported.
No, 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 no. Alright.
Playback assessment chamber reconfiguring. Okay, return to routine. Reconfiguration reported. Assessment chamber reconfigured. Rear enemy. If this is your last moment, the last.
Alright, let's try this again. So I'm thinking now, would I be able to...
You were so close just a while ago, but now I wonder if you know where you're going. At this rate, you may never reach me.
Thing is, I know where you are, somewhat. I just can't immediately go through that doorway because of the wall of light. Duh!
Layback for detection, rear enemy, if this plays. Lay Majesty.
Well,
That seems to have seen a bit of the Empire.
oh, jeez. Alright. Is the way to do this?
Adapting to layout. The machine is running at low speed.
Well, here's some snacks and stuff.
Extra diagnostic playback loop.
Alright, where'd it go?
Adapting to layout. 1,000 rotations. Reintroducing graphite.
Does this place only have, like, two actual layouts?
The machine has completed another full instruction set.
I'm assuming I have to find a way.
At this point, the Clockwork is scouting.
Aha.
Sokolov.
My dear Anton, I hope the sound of the clockwork soldier outside your cell doesn't disturb your rest. I find the solid footfalls and gentle electric hum to be soothing, but you may be of a different opinion. In fact, in your condition, the noise might be maddening, especially since the pressure plate for the exit to your cell is positioned tantalizingly within reach. But should you attempt to venture forth from the assessment chamber, like some wrinkled gray whiskered rat hunting through a labyrinth for a morsel of cheese, you will soon find your stoic guardian bearing down on you. You're an intelligent man. I'm sure I don't need to illustrate what those honed edges would do to your ancient and haggard body. Kieran Jindosh.